Hi guys, Jamie Clifford, Ambassador Diamond with It Works Global. I wanted to make just a quick video about Facebook. A lot of you know that that's primarily how I run my business is through Facebook. So I thought that I would just kind of share, what I've learned about Facebook, what works for me, what works for my team. So before I, begin about Facebook, I do want to say though that I absolutely love parties. I still feel like parties are probably the very best way to run your business. When you get face to face with somebody, it's there's nothing like it. You're able to explain your products well. They can, learn about the products. They see your excitement. They see your passion, and you can portray that through social media. Obviously, a lot of us do, or else we wouldn't, be so successful on social media. But it's just different when you're in person with people. So I still believe that, being belly to belly with people, getting the wraps on people, even if it's just, one-on-one meetings or, just a quick opportunity meeting with one person, I still feel, like that is the very best way to run your business. But we all use social media, right? Like everybody uses Facebook, everybody uses Instagram, pretty much on a daily basis, whether they are working a business like this or not. So why not, take advantage of that, and we all use that too. So I just kind of want to talk a little bit about how, how I run my business on Facebook and just what really works for me and some things that don't. So, Facebook obviously is basically you get to tell a story. You get to share your life with people. So what I've learned really works well on Facebook is, you want to make posts that are definitely not salesy. Obviously, we are trying to sell products, right? We have awesome products that we want people to use, but you don't ever want to come across as being salesy. You want to just share the products and what they do for people, with others. You want to share what this business is doing for people. It's helping people pay bills that, they struggle to pay each month. It's helping them buy extra things for their kids that they, can't typically buy. It's helping them take vacations, pay off all this debt. It's helping all these mommies be able to quit their jobs and come home, to their families and stay at home with their kids. So that is what you want to be sharing. You want to put that out there. So your posts need to be drawing people in. You don't want to make a post that is just, check out these wrap results. You can get a box of 4 for $59. Here's my website. You know what I mean? You don't want to just look like you're just trying to make a sale. Now where on the other hand, if you make a post with a really good before and after picture and you are just, saying something like, you guys will not believe this. You have got to check out these results after just 4 wraps, from that my friend Cora got or something, It's really windy out here, sorry. But there's just different ways to post. You know what I mean? You cannot just be like looking for a sale. So, and then when when you're posting about being a distributor on Facebook too, are you posting it in a way that you look like you are absolutely in love with what you're doing? You have to be inviting people in to do that with you because you're loving it, because it's exciting, because you want to help them change their lives too. You want to help them make money and not be struggling all the time. These are the things that you want to put out there. That's why the posts like, where people take like a selfie of themselves, or they post a family photograph and they say something like, we are ready to help, 3 more people get started today who are ready for a change and need an extra $600 a month. The posts that, are more real to people. We obviously have people in the business making, thousands and thousands of dollars a month. The income potential is amazing, but typically most people, a couple things. Most people aren't going to relate with that because they're going to think it's absolutely impossible for them to ever be able to do that. For 2, most people would absolutely love, their lives would literally be changed with just an extra $600 a month. So, focus on the simple things. Focus on, getting people to Ruby and that Ruby bonus. Make posts about, I am looking for people who would just love to have an extra $600 a month. What could an extra $600 a month do for your family? Help you, make ends meet. Help you pay off bills, help you take your first family vacation, help make your car payment, Just different things like that. Be real and relatable, and just let people know that, you're out there trying to help others. You want to help others make money because this business is amazing and you already love what you're doing. And then, I know a lot of times too, I get the question of, I see all these people who are doing so well in this business. They share their story. They say, that they're a diamond or a double or triple, and so that, this is the average income they make. And, I'm just a distributor or executive. How can I, you know, attract distributors to me like they do? And to that, I have to say, obviously we all started somewhere. We all started in the same spot, distributor with nobody under us, making no money. We all had to get that first distributor, that second distributor. So basically, it's the same thing. You just share your excitement for the business. Like I said, even if you don't have, maybe you're new, but just share, what the company is doing for you, like on a mental level, like that you love the positivity that you have joined into. You love the friends that you're already making. Post about your plans and your goals for what you are going to accomplish in this with this business. Stuff like that is going to attract people too, because they are going to be like, yes, I want to do that too. I can do that also. So, and sharing other people's success stories really works. I used to share a lot of people's success stories before I, was really successful myself. Sharing those stories and being like, what, this is what I'm doing, and look at what it did for her, so I'm going to get there too, and I'm ready to take people with me. I want to help people do it also. So, you just have to look at it as like, you guys are in an amazing, amazing business. You have the opportunity to help change people's lives. And that is one of the absolute, it is my absolute, most favorite thing now is just what Thomas and I get to help people do. Now our business is all about helping others make money. And so, when you put that out there, like you're really wanting to help people, and, people are going to be drawn to you. They're going to want to be a part of that. Sorry, this thing keeps so loud, squeaky, blowing around. But yeah, like I was saying, it's all about just your excitement, your enthusiasm for what you're doing, your excitement for the products. This thing is awful. But, I don't even know if you guys can hear that, but it's really squeaky. I wanted to come outside. It's so nice, and it's perfect temperature. But anyways, okay, so obviously, your posts need to be thoughtful. Like John Eric always talks about. You do not want to be salesy. Be thoughtful in your post. What is going to attract somebody and make them actually stop scrolling and become interested in your post? What is going to make them actually ask you for info? And I tell people all the time, too, it's a great idea to follow a lot of the top leaders in this company, the triples, the presidentials, the ambassadors, and see the type of posts that they're making. If you feel like you're stuck and you don't really know how to make a good post that draws people in. But it is truly all about your love and excitement and your enthusiasm for this business. And then the same thing with the products. When you post about the products and you're posting that you're so happy for these results that this person got, or this girl that you just wrapped, or like in your personal results for, the products that you are taking and that you love. Just even the simple things a day, like a selfie, holding up your greens, like I could not get through my day without, my greens or my energy drink, or, I love the way that these greens make me feel, and just in this little bottle of water with these greens, I get my 8+ servings of fruits and vegetables. People love to see you being a real person. They love to see you taking your own products. They love to see you, excited about what you're doing. I keep saying excitement over and over and over, but it's just so true. When you are truly passionate about what you are doing, you're going to be successful. So, that's just kind of a little bit, I guess, about different posts on Facebook. And then so, something else is, people all the time ask me, how do I find more people to talk to? So, we do tell people to, you need to grow your network on Facebook. So you want to, send friend requests to people. And I always get the question, should I, when somebody accepts my friend request, should I message them right away? And I personally say don't message them. That's when, they become your friend on Facebook. They're going to see your posts now. Don't go directly to them and start messaging them like you're trying to make a sale, like you're looking salesy. Let them come to you after they see your posts, after they're intrigued by your posts. So, and then for Instagram, I mean, it's the same type of post, on Instagram. And on Instagram, I believe that you can follow like 100 or 150 people an hour. So, the people who are really having success on Instagram, they know that the secret for that is to, you want to be following a lot of people, because that is how you're going to get followers back, is by following people. And so, and it's always important too, like, we have the 3-3 rule where you should be posting at least 3 times a day about it works. And it does not have to be all like a before and after picture. It does not have to be all a distributor picture. The simple things like, like I talked about earlier, posting about your greens and how much you love your greens. Then a distributor post about how you are looking to help, a few ladies who are ready to make $600, who, that $600 could just make a huge difference in their family. And then, posting just about, like, if you sell a wrap or two and you made a quick $50 wrap cash, that type of stuff is what draws people in too. When you make a quick $50, who doesn't want to do that? So you can switch up your post to where you're not going to burn people out. You're not going to make people be like, oh, I'm just so sick of seeing these before and afters all the time. You have to switch it up. And so for Instagram, I think that that's super important too, because with Instagram, you have to post a lot. Typically, what I've found, the people who are really successful on Instagram, they talk about how often they are posting on Instagram. But they are also posting all kinds of different things, not just not just before and afters or just even at work stuff. They're posting just pictures about their family, their kids, themselves, what they're doing, things that they like, inspirational pictures, funny pictures, little do-it-yourself crafts or recipes, stuff like that. You have to switch it up, and you have to be a real person. And another thing, too, I find all of the time that, people say to me, when they sign up, should I create a new Facebook just for It Works, or a new Instagram just for Facebook, or a new Instagram just for It Works? And definitely not. You want people to get to know you. They need to get to see you and like learn a little bit about you. And that is what also makes people more drawn to you, is when they feel like they get to know you a little bit, even though it is just through Instagram or Facebook. A lot of times people say, I don't really want my Instagram or my Facebook to be public. I have pictures of my kids and everything on there. But, I mean, in 3.5 years in this business, I've never encountered any problems, putting my personal info out there. I actually just had the question last night, too, because I'll put my my phone number, I'll give it to people all the time, or I'll do different ads with it, or I'll post my phone number to text me, and I'll just put it out there for everybody. And I have honestly never in 3.5 years had a creepy text or phone call or a crazy stalker or anything. So I think, like, if you want to run a successful business and you really want this to work for you, you have to be, you have to be all about it. You have to be willing to show people who you are, let them get to know you, get to know your family, see what your everyday life is like, because that stuff really works. So, yeah. But another thing, too, that I said that I was going to talk about was that, I get asked, too, about following up with people. And I think that it's so important, when somebody comes to you and they're wanting info about wraps or being a distributor or whatever, and you give them info, okay? Say that they don't even respond to you. Well, typically, I just wait until the next day, and then, I will go back to them and I'll message them, and I will just say, hey, did you have a chance to read the info that I sent you? Do you have any questions for me? And this is so important, you guys. Following up is so, so important. You have to be persistent, which means you have to continue to follow up with people. You don't want to be pushy, so that means don't follow up too much, but you have to follow up. So typically if I don't get a response back, I will follow up, like the next day, asking if they have questions. And then, a lot of times people say, yes, I'm interested, but I need to talk to my husband. Or, yes, I'm interested, but I don't have the $99 right now to get started. So, I just say to them, okay, well, let me know when you've talked to your husband, and let me know if he has any questions for you also. Because, if they want to talk to their husband first, there's typically not much you can do about that. So, and then I will follow up. Typically, I'll wait, a few more days. I'll give them a few days because people get busy. So, within a few days to a week, I will follow up again, and I will say, have you had a chance to talk to your husband? Or if it's the other response, about how they don't have money right now to get started, I say, okay, well, do you know when is a realistic time that you'll be able to get started? You can also offer to people to pre-sell, but not everyone will want to try to pre-sell the wraps to get started. And so, people sometimes will say, yeah, I get paid on the whatever date, or in 2 weeks, or, next month I should be able to do it, or whatever. So I always make sure I write this stuff down. I will write their name down on my list of potential distributors, and I kind of write next to it what it is. November 6th payday, or in 2 weeks, or this Friday, or whatever. And so then I make sure I'm following up with them either the night before that day or that day. So, for example, if it's a Friday and somebody's getting paid that Friday and they say that they want to sign up, I will message them sometimes on that Thursday just to remind them and to be like, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Just wanted to see if you're still wanting to get started tomorrow. And so, it's following up is so huge in this business. I have literally followed up with people to the point where I'm surprised that people have not cussed me out, told me just to get lost, but, that's actually never happened. I've had people ignore me and ignore me and ignore me, and I will still continue to follow up with them. Sometimes when you find yourself, if you're following up, just make sure if you're getting ignored, you're not following up too much. You should definitely still be following up with them, but if you're getting ignored, what I have found works for me is sometimes I will go to them and I will say, hey, Sarah, I haven't heard back from you. If you've changed your mind about getting started as a distributor, that's fine, but please let me know either way. Hope to hear back from you. And typically, once I say that, it's fine, just please let me know either way, typically I hear back. And most of the time it's, yes, I'm sorry I haven't replied. I'm still interested. I just, I thought I would be able to get started and I haven't been able to yet, or something. Typically they still want to. It's just they're not responding to you because for some reason they can't get started, or they feel like they can't, or they're scared. I have learned so much that people are that so many people are so nervous to join a business like this. They just feel like they're not going to be a good salesperson, which we don't want them to be a salesperson anyway, right? So make sure you tell them that. They're afraid that they're going to lose out on money, which you also have to remind them that they're not going to lose out on money. You can make your $100 back right away. You can always make your money back that you put into this business if you're truly working it. And I like to remind people too that although I suggest to give it a good fair amount of time that you're really working the business before you decide to quit, you can stop at any time if you feel like you should. But people are just, this is something new to them. They haven't ever done anything like this. So people are really nervous to get started. So it's also really helpful when you dig that out of people, and you find out what it is that's stopping them or what's making them, apprehensive about going forward with signing up. So, but I definitely, following up is, besides being consistent, you have to be persistent with people, and that means following up and following up and following up. If you don't do that, you're going to miss out on so much. You're going to see somebody in your newsfeed that you had talked to about being a distributor, but they had signed up with somebody else, and it's because they didn't hear back from you. So I am just so big on following up. But I hope that, maybe this video has helped you guys a little bit. I'm sure that you guys probably have even more questions. But just make sure that when you're posting and stuff on Facebook, think about what you're posting. And also think about if somebody goes to your profile, can they tell that you are a Networks distributor? Can they see what you're offering? Do they see that you want to help other people make money or, change their life too? Is it exciting? Or be honest with yourself. Are the posts that you're making, if you saw that in your newsfeed before, would that really draw you in? Would that really make you want to ask them for more info? And also, I like to tell people too that sign up, and then they're wondering what to post or how to make a good post. Think about what you saw or where you were or what it was that made you first ask for info about being a distributor. What type of post was that? What was it that drew you in and made you interested? So, just think about that stuff before you post. Like John Eric always tells us, you have to be thoughtful in your posts. It's never just about you and just about making a sale. You want to help people. You want to help people look better, feel better, and you want to help people financially who are really in a tough spot and need it. So just make sure that you guys are thinking about that type of stuff on your Instagram and Facebook posts, and you want to make sure that you are being consistent. And that's another thing I guess I didn't mention too. We talked about how you should be posting at least 3 times a day, if not more, but also you can't post for a couple days about it works and then not post anything for a week. And then you come back and post again, then you don't post for a few days, and then you post again, and then you wait another 2 weeks. You have to be consistent, and by that I just mean there has to be something every single day for your business. So just make sure you guys are doing that, and it's going to work for you if you stick with it, you give it time, you realize that, this business is not a get rich quick overnight scheme. It takes time for a lot of people. A lot of people do not come in this business and make amazing money, right away. So just understand that it takes time and it takes work, but it's such easy work. You just have to do it and stay consistent, and don't forget to follow up with people. See you later, guys.